into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin! Get on the floor. My world is with my girls. Living on the dance floor. Living on the dance floor. My world is with my girls. Living on the dance floor. Get on the floor. Living on the dance floor.
So I'm replacing Tony with my big arms.
We're back!
Yes, we're back! Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us out there, and welcome to tonight's recap. Yes, we are coming to you. I love the strobe lights. All right, thank you. Marissa working it in the house. All right, I guess we could have kept dancing a little bit, but that was pretty good. I think we did some pretty good choreo. I think I need to work on my adrenaline just a little bit. Get myself back into practice for that.
That was like a warm-up.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling a little winded, and I don't think that's a good thing.
There's a lot to be excited about because we are back, and we are new, and we are back.
Yes, we are live from Los Angeles. We have a new time, a new season, and a new studio, and a new panel. That is what's going on tonight. Yeah, we are excited. We are bringing this panel home. This is year 6, season 6 for these girls, these dance moms.
Can I point out something? It's January 6th.
Oh, wow.
You know, things come in 3. 6th season.
Yeah.
6th day of January.
Well, we are.
And one more.
6 people who are going to tweet us right away.
Yes. 6 tweets right away. All right. Well, we are here and we are sassy. I'll go ahead. Let's introduce ourselves. I'll start at my far, 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 far left.
Hi, guys. Vivian Adaobi here. Please tweet me at Vicariously Viv, and also check out vicariouslyvivian.com. Thanks again for all the comments when I filled in last season. I'm so glad I get to be permanent. I'm here. Going to be recapping with you guys each week.
Yeah, we are so excited to have you here, Viv. I'm excited to have a new mate up here on my panel, standing next to me.
We're dimple buddies.
Oh, we're dimple buddies.
You guys do have cute dimples.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, gals. That's so sweet of you. Guys, I'm JJ Snyder, at J2 Snyder on Instagram and Twitter. So excited to be back with you. And we're going to do some dancing this season.
Yes.
Everybody.
A lot of
Yes.
We may choreograph our own intros, y'all out there. So if you have any ideas, you could do a little video and send it to us, and maybe we could incorporate your moves into our video.
We would love that. And if they're good enough, we might even show them during News and Gossip.
That's right.
Yes.
That's a good
That's a
addition.
good idea. Yes.
There's another gal sitting next to me named Miaira who's new.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm so excited to be on this panel. I am Miaira Jennings. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miaira Jennings, and I've been watching you guys throughout the season, so I'm so excited to be on the panel and actually dance with you instead of dancing behind my computer with you every week. So it's gonna be super fun.
Good. We're glad our enthusiasm is contagious.
Yeah.
Yes. And hi, everybody. I'm Candice Camacho. You can tweet me at Candice_Camacho. If you haven't done so already, please head on over to youtube.com/AfterBuzz TV and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Give us a comment. Get in the live chat roll. Get the conversation going. You know, we love to hear your feedback because you, as our fans, you keep us going. You keep the momentum going, and we're here for you to recap the show for you in case you didn't get to see it. We really appreciate you guys out there on SoundCloud and iTunes as well. Woohoo!
Yes, we do.
Keep listening and keep checking in with us because we love you guys too. And we are here on January 6th for season 6, episode 1.
Episode 1.
And y'all, it's going to be lots of episodes. But I really...
Long season.
I'm preparing myself now.
I really like this episode. What do you guys think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I love the way that it started with the hoverboards.
Oh,
Right?
That's so.
They have to
we've been
bring
in LA.
right.
It's so LA.
Bring in the trend for the new year.
Right, that was cute.
Ride the hoverboards. In.
I think the girls are probably getting sponsored by the hoverboard companies.
They have to be.
Because they're all over
They
their
zi-
Instagram and Twitter feeds.
Yeah, they might be.
Have you tried one?
I haven't
No.
been on one yet.
Oh, I'm like a hoverboard pro right now.
Oh, you are?
Yes. If I can actually, if you guys will gift me with a hoverboard, I'll really do a dance with a hoverboard for our after show.
She'll show you
that'd
how
be
to
fun.
do it.
Yes. It looks
Awesome.
like so much fun. I'm dying to get on one.
know.
It's actually kind of a workout too. Like,
Oh, really?
because you have to move your body weight. So if you're good at dancing, you should be able to hang.
Yeah,
Hey.
they have good balance. They have good abs. Some good stability.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
core.
Now, I've been on a Segway. Is it the same? Because it doesn't have handles, so I'm thinking.
There's no handles.
But it's a similar lean,
Similar. Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's similar, but hoverboards just sound cooler. Hence,
It does. Segway, hoverboard.
So let's kick it off, girls, to a not so fun topic, because previously the girls have lost their national title and they feel like Abby feels like she's been humiliated. Her girls were humiliated. They've been called sore losers, so that's a big topic throughout the episode. There was, however, a couple positive things that I really liked. I liked what Jill said. She said, at some point, it's not about winning. It's about the experience and the opportunities that the girls get. So I was like, oh, thank you.
Right.
Like a little
Yes.
bit of positivity in there.
Yeah.
And Kendall was also really positive when she said, we got this big new studio and Abby's got to be in like a better mood. Like, who could be in a bad mood in this gorgeous studio in LA? It's
Right.
like they finally got it. They made it. But that wasn't the case, was it?
no, but it was nice to see that you can see that Kendall's growing up a bit.
They're all growing up. It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
That response was so mature from her, and I was kind of surprised and delighted from it. So
Right.
Yeah, it was.
I feel too, like as a fan, like we've had some time off, and they have had some time off before they filmed this season too. So I feel like you can kind of get that like perspective of like, hey, like there's a lot of drama and a lot of bad things that go on, but look at all the opportunities for all these girls.
They
right?
came back fresh, I felt like. And,
Right.
and I felt that in their energy, and that was nice too.
Yeah. Well, everyone except Abby.
Exactly, right. And of course, Melissa's on her high pedestal because Maddie, she reveals how busy Maddie and Mackenzie were over the summer. And then Maddie's not there. She's in New York filming a movie. So, and then of course, a big topic of the show was who's going to replace her. You would think by now that they would know that none of those girls are going to be replacing Maddie, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean,
really sad at
It's
this
weird.
point. But it's
I mean,
an
I
ongoing
always
theme.
thought Kalani was next in line.
Yeah.
I
She's
love-
not even going to be there because she's got to be at her dad's wedding. Right.
So,
that really stirs things up. It makes it competitive and
Right.
rough. Like who's going to fill that spot? I didn't think they'd make it like that. I thought they'd just add in another young person.
I thought that they would just kind of switch it up a little bit and not do the same thing that they've done over and over again.
Right.
You know, why can't they just be a great group of girls? Why does somebody have to be the Maddie
next
girl?
Maddie, right?
You
Exactly.
know?
It makes it
I
fun.
know.
Yeah, I know. That's
You know,
why we
if everyone
watch,
gets
right?
If everyone gets along and everyone's on, if there's no pyramid, then why watch?
Right. Melissa reveals that she has legal guardianship over Kalani, and she's, very kind of cool about that. But I think that's like, from a mother's point of view, that's a big responsibility, and Kiera couldn't be there because she's got to have a baby. She's gonna have a person, so that's, Melissa kind of starts out on her kind of high horse type personality that we've seen in the past, and then Abby comes out and is sassy as ever, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Oh man.
she was not playing any games. She's
a
ready to go.
pistol.
What did you
Yeah.
guys think about the pyramid this time?
I thought that it was totally Abby, because this was an opportunity to kind of encourage your girls to work harder, and just the way she did it wasn't necessarily the most encouraging, but it's Abby, so what should I expect?
Yeah. At least they were all on the same line.
Yeah.
That's
You
true,
know,
but
yeah.
like all at the bottom.
Right. So for our iTunes and SoundCloud listeners, she had all of the girls come up, grab their headshots in one row, turn around, look in the mirror. That's where you are on the pyramid. You're on the bottom. So that's kind of what happened. And then what did you guys think about Abby coming in and saying that there was no extra activities. So there's going to be, no concerts, no music videos, nothing, no photo shoots, nothing.
I think what we're seeing is like the delayed punishment from winning second place last season, right? At the finals. So it's so consistent with Abby's character. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But why then does Maddie get to be filming her movie?
Because she's Maddie.
Right? Yeah, she's the prodigal child dancer. And I mean, in Abby's defense, I do kind of understand where all of those extra things could be seen as, a distraction. Maybe that's why they didn't place as high at nationals in her eyes. But to let that out of the gate first thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's she's like a drill sergeant.
Oh, yeah.
She is.
Well, and then later on in the show, they said that Maddie was filming that video or the movie in New York because it was a dance part. So that's how she reasoned with it. She's in the movie because it's a dance part, so that's why she got to go. But I mean, we all know that that's not fair, especially if Jill's and Kendall's phone is ringing off the hook all summer. Activities for Kendall, why can't she do those? And Maddie and Mackenzie have been busy all summer.
Well, I feel like Abby also wants to be the head of their opportunities. So when Nia does something and it's not with her, she doesn't really want that. And she didn't probably want Kendall and Jill to take those opportunities if it wasn't through her.
And
so
in that same way, she treats JoJo the same way. Right? Because if she's not representing those opportunities, if they're not benefiting her, then she's not as on board. But also, just Maddie's always just had the golden pass.
Yeah.
But I feel like if other girls had opportunities that came up that made Abby look good, then she would endorse them, right?
But if you were Jill, I was trying to put myself in Jill's position and the phone was ringing off the hook for my daughter, I don't think I would turn those opportunities down.
I wouldn't have.
Because
I definitely wouldn't.
No, because the thing that you got to understand is these jobs, they don't last forever. You're there today and you're not tomorrow. Even my mom's trying to get me to go back to school to get a teaching degree just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that could be plan Z, because you always hope that your career will go well, but you never know. I mean, this is the end of the road for the girls. This is the last season. It's not going to go on after this. Exactly. So I think that I would be taking those opportunities.
Yeah, they're not going to be working under Abby forever.
Are you laughing at me, JJ?
No, I'm just laughing because I'm the thought that came to my head is you're only 13 once. You've got to see that. We're talking about 12, 13, 14-year-olds.
Yeah. I know.
But
it's true.
Kind of tying back into the no activities, I'm thinking they're so young. If they don't get to have fun with their friends and with each other and with this whole experience, and they're just drilling through, that's not going to make a great childhood either.
I feel like Abby's going to... She started out that way because, JJ said, she was bitter about last season. But I feel like once they start getting those calls again and they're winning over this competition season, she's going to change her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Winning.
Right?
And I actually...
Winning, number one.
And I actually agree with what you said. I feel like Abby is afraid of the girls and their opportunities because once season 6 is over, which, maybe she's afraid of what she's going to do. She's filmed some other shows. They just did the one season. I mean, I'm sure she has lots of opportunities, but, this has been a huge, huge thing for her. So she might be a little bit scared.
For Abby.
Abby might be scared.
I think Abby is feeling the pressure in multiple ways in her personal life, in her financial life, in her business life, in ways that she never has before. So I think underneath all that fear is that she has to keep it together and keep the show successful. And
because you always got to have plan A, B, C at least.
Especially because the other girls, they definitely can still have, big names and big opportunities once the show is over.
Exactly.
Even just the girls who aren't on the show anymore are still all over.
They still have names.
Yeah. They're at Teen Choice Awards, getting awards on stage.
Right.
Oh, man.
Million hits on YouTube. They're well known. Okay, so we should probably touch on the fact that there was a little cat fight between Jill and Abby.
Rare.
You wore the perfect shirt for that.
Yeah. JJ was ready.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And rightfully so. Again, she's upset that she turned down activities for her, and why can't Kendall step up to Maddie's place? But I guess my question for you all out there and you girls is, I just don't think that Kendall has had the winning track record to step in those shoes. She hasn't proven that she can win over and over. And granted, we have said before she hasn't gotten like the best choreography in our opinions. And you know she's always got the props, but
That's right.
but I mean, you would really have to be continually number one.
Right.
So
Well, I feel like Jill was kind of leaning on the fact that she, like she said, I do everything you ask, Abby. Like, why not Kendall? It's not about what you're doing. And I feel like she's trying to kind of cater to Abby, and hopefully this will get Kendall to the top. We all know Abby's not really like that. And she might take advantage of Jill that way.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah, do this, and I got this for Kendall. But at the end of the day, if Kendall's skills, like you said, if she's not winning consistently,
then
she's not going to put her out there as her number one girl.
right, and then you know I'm sure Jill wants more musical opportunities for her daughter too.
I think that's exactly right. And I think, you know, I can see how from a mom point of view, and when you're within all the girls, it must be confusing, like, but at the end of the day, it's like who wins first place, right? And I think Abby always sees that.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
it's about for this show right now, is that first place trophy. No matter how you got there, you know, well, you know what I mean, within reason. Okay, well, let's talk about the next best Maddie. Her name is Bryn.
Yes,
little
she's
cutie.
so cute.
I know.
She's really cute. She was on last season, just a couple of weeks. Beautiful, spot on technique, great turns, a lot of strength, a lot of flexibility. So she definitely could give Maddie a run for her money, and it did show. What did show a clip of Maddie saying, you know, she was a little worried because Bryn had great technique.
Great technique.
Great technique, and I feel like she has that je ne sais quoi, that special it factor that Maddie always shows on stage.
She's
too.
a performer.
She's a performer, a real performer through her face, everything. Like she doesn't have to do any movements. And sometimes the other girls cheat a little bit here and there, but she doesn't look like that's her character as a dancer.
Isn't it so exciting, too, just to have, like, someone fresh to kind of be excited?
It's always
about
fun to
and
have someone
watch.
new. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we don't love all the girls who are there
Right.
already, but it's pretty exciting. And she's from Arizona.
Yes.
Bryn.
I believe.
Yes. She is. She's from the same studio, I believe, that Kalani's from.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So speaking of some dancing, the group dance is The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. I had never heard of this movie. Shoot me now. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I
Where have you been?
I know, right?
Exactly. So I Googled it. John Travolta is the boy in the plastic ball, and he's like 15 when this movie showed. He's so young.
So it was a TV series, and it was rerun like in the late 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Yes.
Never in my life did I. Did you?
Yes.
Did you know?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
What about
I had
you
no
guys?
idea.
Did you guys know about the man in the plastic bubble? And
It's from a long time ago.
yeah, and my heart went out. I'm like, my goodness, that's like would be the
Right.
worst. You know. Okay, so did anybody immediately when they were like, okay, some girl's gonna be in the plastic bubble? What kid did your mind go
Nia.
to?
I was
Nia.
thinking
Okay,
Nia.
Nia.
Oh, no, I was actually so surprised they did JoJo. I would have thought Kendall, because I would have thought maybe props.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
That's a
did
good
not
point.
think JoJo. Okay.
I was actually hoping it would be JoJo because it's such an emotional
gotta act
role.
it out.
Yeah, you need
It
someone
did
that's
make
gonna
sense.
Yeah.
really give it all, especially like they have something around them, so they have to really penetrate through the bubble so that the judges will actually feel them.
Right.
You,
That's exactly it. You hit the nail on
That-
the head.
the nail on the
yes, yes. Because I thought, oh my gosh, Abby's given JoJo privilege because she doesn't step out and do that a lot. And then I thought, oh wait, what a perfect harnessing of her like acting ability.
yeah. I thought JoJo would be a good fit. First of all, for her size, because she's one of the more petite, and then
that's
her emotion. But here's the deal with the ball. JoJo's the only one in the ball. The other girls are dancing around her, but JoJo has 5 minutes of air to do the performance. So the girls are, trying to unzip this ball. It's just a disaster from the beginning. Like, we're not even a fourth of the way through the season or episode 1, and we're already like talking about a casualty on than the kids.
Right, and in my mind, I'm like, so you can put any air vents or hook some holes.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Did that make you saw her when she reached back to at the very end, she kind of opened it with her elbow so that the air would come in.
Yeah.
And I know that was like a very important moment, but it was scary for me a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to put kids in plastic bags.
Exactly.
And I can't imagine how the moms were feeling too, just watching it, thinking, "Oh my gosh, I hope this zipper opens. This zipper needs to open."
Right.
I'd be so nervous. I don't know if I would let my daughter do that, to be honest.
Well, nobody even brings it up like
They don't ask
until
at all.
they don't. No, nobody brings it up until the very end. They're about to go on stage. Like, what happens if it doesn't open?
Yeah, I think
what
Mia
happens
asked.
if
She
the
was
Mia?
like-
What happens if the zipper doesn't open? What are we gonna do?
Because these are like Supergirls. I mean, they could like jump off the stage on
I
bungees
know.
and they'd be okay. Their
Yeah.
abilities are so advanced. Who were the 2 girls who unzipped it, by the way?
I think one was
it
Kendall.
Kendall?
And
Kendall.
Was it Bryn? It was some.
maybe it was Bryn. I don't
know
know.
who it
I couldn't
was.
see.
Yeah, I
who
don't
it was.
remember.
I just remember because I think
But good
Jill
for them.
said something about it.
They had to turn the zipper around. Was kind of in the wrong place. The girls, boom, took care of
At
it.
the competition.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Good stuff. Okay, well, they're going up against their all-time rival, and I love how every episode is their all-time rival. But this one is specifically because Jeanette has taken over BDA. And they are doing some kind of show, something like The Waiting Room.
Yeah, they're doing a knockoff.
A knockoff of The Waiting
I thought that
Room.
was
the
so
girls'
lame.
old number.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, that's
You know,
It's
I just
petty.
feel like everything is so personal with. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
maybe I'm the only one, but I'm starting to miss Kathy and Candy Apples as the rivals.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so bored with the Jeanette Ava revenge thing. I miss Kathy and her annoying little lines and attacking Abby for no reason. I'm starting to miss that. So I'm like, when Jeanette announced that they would be doing The Waiting Room again and the way it should have been, and we're going to show Abby, I'm like, okay.
Oh, Miaira,
Why?
we were getting tired of that last season.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the same
Yeah,
like jab
let's
every
mix it
time.
up.
Yeah.
I was really trying to like Jeanette because one thing that I really admire about Jeanette is that girl has some tenacity. I mean,
does.
she has gotten herself and her daughter on a primetime spot on a huge television show. So that I have to admire. I really do. She has been thrown under the bus many times, and a lot of women would have gone out crying, but she's there and she's changed it. So I was like, wow, man, I'm really kind of liking her. Until
right. 'Cause I liked a lot of the BDA's performances prior to this, but then this one was just such a watered down version that I'm like, are you being lazy or are you really just what's going on here?
Right.
Because this is not. You shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, I don't think that they should have done a knockoff of another, name. But what really upset me was when Jeanette was crying and talking about how she was in the waiting room. Her older sister had died in a car accident, and she was saying how Abby doesn't know those emotions. How she's cold and she's never hurt like Jeanette has, and that's how she missed the entire mark on the number. But that's not fair because Abby's totally shown emotion, and I'm not an Abby lover, but she does have emotions. I mean, her mother did die. We did see that true raw emotion. And so I just thought that of Jeanette, that was like a really low jab.
Well, it's just personal, and it shouldn't be.
It
Personal.
shouldn't be in the show. That shouldn't be in the show. Like
It's a
something like that.
performance.
Yeah. It's about
I mean, I think I have respect for her. She's a dancer of her own right too. If you want to
She
talk
is.
about like who she is as a mom and a dancer and a choreographer.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game playing is like
It's getting old.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, just something new and fresh. No praying mantises, nothing with that type of thing, right? And then she's also bringing 2 great dancers in.
Right.
Yeah, she's bringing the little boy. What's his name?
Gavin.
Gavin.
Yes, he's so cute.
And he was just on Ellen, and then I googled that. It was amazing.
He's so good.
Yeah,
cool.
he was really good.
What did he do?
He's just an amazing performer. Like he's an amazing performer, just like we saw, tonight or on the show. So
Isn't it nice to have a little
boy?
male?
Yes, I always get excited when
boy?
a man comes on, a little boy or just any males, any testosterone comes on the show for a little bit.
And he's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is good. So I don't know if we want to mention that little cat fight between Kendall and Abby, and about how Kendall almost walks out because of the action between Abby and her mom. So what do you guys think of that?
Ugh. That was just no words, just
Yeah.
I was sort of, I was kind of like, okay, let's get to the dancing.
Right. And it seemed so, excuse me, it seemed so short. Like, I want to quit. And then 2 minutes later, they're back. Like, why?
There was no payoff.
Just relax a little bit. Just Abby saying the same stuff she always does. But I think her mom did get really kind of, I wasn't expecting that much anger. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the time when she brought up, oh, I was so loyal, and then Abby's like, well, she did ballet class and her technique's not that great. That's when she got upset. Well, I didn't come here asking you if Kendall's technique was great. Well, that's why she's not replacing Maddie. So I feel like she shouldn't have really gotten that mad.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really anything out of character for Abby.
We should call her Jaliqua. You know,
Jaliqua, Hollyqua,
Jaliqua.
Because Jill, you know, she almost starting to carry the show with her dramaticness.
Yeah,
you know?
Holly's kind of cooled down a bit.
She cooled down, yeah.
Jill's bringing it back up.
She's bringing it up. Yeah. You gotta love Jill. She does have a very cool personality.
She's cool. Don't you think too? You know, you just wonder if the producers are like little conductors going like, okay.
Oh, they have to be.
Now,
Yes.
Jill,
Your turn.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah, your turn. Because you know Holly will be back.
Right.
You know, getting upset about something, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
oh, these moms really put in some work.
They do
on this show.
And there was a ridiculous cat fight outside the competition, but I think we should just get to the competition.
Yeah, let's get to the competition.
Okay. All right, let's get to the competition and these solos. Okay, so Gavin's solo is first with The Comeback. What'd you guys think of that? What did you guys think of that?
I think he is dynamite. I think he's fantastic.
He's
He's just super impressive. And I just think he's really, like, accurate, and I love his...
Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah.
It's just going to be really exciting. I hope we get to see him all season. It's cool.
I do too, and I hope that this influences Abby to bring a Gavin to ALDC permanently, because there's so many boys that come in for, you know, a performance and then they're gone, and I know it's Dance Moms, but I mean, there's Dance Moms who have little boys who are great
that would
dancers.
be fun to
that could
meet them.
collaborate.
Give him a chance. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was right on. I really liked his emotions, but as far as the choreography, if I was going to be really nitpicky, it was like too many extensions and then just throwing a leg up. I personally like to see them kick their leg up and then hold it there and then slowly bring it back down. And I love those moves, but I want to be left wanting more. You know, I want to be like, oh, I want to see it again. But every move was like, bam, bam. It's like, okay, you can do that. Okay, we got it, but I want to see more. I just wanted to see maybe the transitions between his movements, but I mean, he's definitely a talented guy, and he's emotionally mature for his age.
Yeah. Candice, you want to see this?
Oh yeah, yeah, slow.
Can we incorporate that in our intro next week?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I'm living on the dance floor.
Oh.
Love it.
I want to
That
see
was
extensions
impressive.
from all of you tonight.
Next week? Okay.
I have a dress on, so I can't.
Oh,
I have a
tights next week.
Tights next week.
Tights
Okay.
and leotards.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Tights and leotards. And ballet shoes. No. Okay, so Bryn is up next with the coronation. What'd you think about that one?
I thought she was beautiful. She's just so good on stage. And she does remind me of Maddie, the way she connects with the audience and she performs. I just don't think all the girls have that quality. I think it takes a special dancer to be able to connect and tell that story. And still, her technique is amazing. I think she can even do stuff Maddie hasn't really shown. Honestly.
Whoa.
I'm going there. I'm going to
words.
say. I mean, because even Maddie, like you said, Maddie even admitted her technique's amazing. I'm a little nervous. I think I would love to see them go head to head.
Hey, you're talking about two people who they're multi-talented, right? Because when you can do it all, when you can perform and connect and dance amazing, they're both impressive in their own right. What do you think?
Definitely. I was really excited because something about her just makes me want to root for her. And so when she was doing well, I was like, yes, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Like, it just really just brought up my spirits, even though they weren't down anyway. But
because she was so nervous because she was going up against Gavin, and
they all pretty much thought he was going to win.
Yeah, because he gets extra points because he's a boy, supposedly, in the dancer world, because there's a lot less boys. I don't know if that's true, but right when she started dancing, I was like, she's going to give Gavin a run for his money. She seems like just such a cute, honest, like, sweet little girl.
there's something so genuine about her.
Yeah, genuine about her that I really liked. I love that headpiece. That was really cool.
Yeah, so cute.
Very cute.
She was kind of nervous, which is surprising me because she's performed a lot.
That adds to her charm. I love that she was nervous.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we've watched these girls for so many years, so many seasons, that sometimes it's like they're pros, even though they're still young. And they get anxiety too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there and say I don't think she has that Maddie wow factor when she performs. There's still, in my opinion, that spark that Maddie does have.
Is she younger?
She's 12.
So they're the same.
And
age.
Maddie is
Maddie 13?
Maddie must be 13.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say maybe she'll grow into it a little bit more, but if they're the same age, then
Maddie.
Yeah.
Now, do you mean wow factor? More,
Something
that
from
doesn't
inside.
you as
Something,
much.
yeah, something from inside that, and even Kalani doesn't have it, even though I'm like so pro Kalani and I love her so much. She doesn't
Kalani.
quite have that wow factor for me too, but I mean, they're all talented. I'm just being like 6 years in, I have to think of something to say.
Right. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, though, you can't deny that Maddie is the star for a reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she just stands out. There's
Solid.
something about her. That's it. Like, you can't deny it.
But we love all the girls, and we're really
Love all the
happy,
girls.
for their opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, speaking of opportunities, we've got the girl in the plastic bubble. So JoJo rolls the bubble out with 5 minutes of air, mind you. The other girls come out with their masks on.
Which must be kind of uncomfortable when you're dancing, breathing hard, and breathing into a mask.
Yeah.
You know what that is? When you have a mask on?
Yeah, I have a mask on like every other day, so...
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, are you a nurse or something?
I know, but yeah, I was worried about that because breathing is so important when you're dancing. And like, how are they going to make sure they're getting their breaths on time? But they made it work.
Yeah, they always make it work. They, you know, it was such an interesting visual for me that I was like, okay, these girls and their masks and in the plastic bubble. I had give JoJo mega props for everything that she did in that bubble and making it work. There just wasn't quite enough movement for me because, I mean, I've never been in a plastic bubble. I'm way too tall for that. But I was expecting more kind of movements from her. But I know she was doing all that she could do with what she was given. I mean, I'm not taking away her talent. I missed some of the choreography. If I was just watching it one time, I would have missed some of the choreography because I was wondering what this girl was doing. And then that movie was like so long ago that I mean, these girls aren't going to get this, the concept. Like, I don't know, I would not have, would you have gotten that concept if you didn't know it?
No.
The story?
No, at first I watched the episode not in order, so I saw the dance before I actually knew what the origin was coming from, and I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I had heard the background that I went back and watched it again, and it made more sense to me. Even with JoJo's movements, if she's supposed to play someone that's kind of sickly, I could understand why she's not dancing as much as the others.
Right.
But from just watching it, if I was a judge or someone on the audience, I don't think I would have understood the message the way Abby wanted it to be understood.
I didn't understand the reference to the John Travolta show at first either. I just thought it was another lyrical, you know, Abby likes, she wins with these also like kind of suffering-oriented pieces.
Right.
Like, she does.
Right? It's always, it's like a little, it's kind of like
the
darker the better.
Yeah.
Lots of doom and gloom.
The Amber Alert.
DC.
Okay, so next up we have the waiting room with BDA. Did we get that? How did it compare to the ALDC girls waiting room?
I just don't think it was I don't think the outcome was worth the process. I don't think I was wowed enough to be like, wow, now I see. She really did show them how to do the waiting room. It was like,
And the whole setup with the chairs thing.
Oh, yeah. That whole situation before was
just
weird.
got really political. It was just like politics.
Yeah. Hashtag Petty Abby. That was so
Petty
weird.
Abby. She's over here like world star, like ready to film and upload it, waiting for Jeanette to just
So
curse this guy out or something.
For our iTunes listeners, what happens was the VDA moms bring their props on stage. They take too long. They're only supposed to take 45 seconds. They take 2. Abby goes to the judges, say, I want them disqualified because they're taking too long. They're disrupting the competition. And then they do get points taken off of their number. So that's what happened. They did get points taken off of their number. I thought it was a little weird how they set their chairs up. I don't know how else you're supposed to do it, but maybe they should have practiced that. If you need to practice, like, putting chairs.
But it would have been sad if they hadn't been able to perform, because for a while it seemed like the audience, particularly Abby, was pushing for them not even to perform and to just be completely disqualified with no performance.
I think she's just, like, kind of trying to play dirty because she knows, like...
And she might have actually been a little nervous, too. Because they did lose to them last season, so maybe she was like, oh, well, if they're out, that's a shoo-in for us.
Exactly. That's exactly what was on their mind.
And irritated that they were copying her number.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, I absolutely love that choreography. Those girls reminded me of women that were like going out to battle to like fight a fight and win, like how they walked. I watch all those like little details, how they walk and place their foot, and I love that. I love the choreography. Jeanette's a great choreographer. I didn't get the story. If I didn't know that it was a waiting room, I never would have gotten that. So that's, kind of points off. But I really loved the choreography.
Yeah, it was good. So. I think my favorite part was the very end. When they pushed the chairs and just held hands. Yeah. I thought that was the most powerful part for me.
It was. I liked that, too. Yeah. It was good. Okay, so let's talk about who won.
Let's do it.
Yay. Who won those goods? Okay, so first up we have the solos. And Gavin comes in second place with Comeback. And I actually, were you guys surprised that Bryn won first and Gavin won second?
I was a little surprised, to be honest. A little surprised. But I do feel like it was good for Bryn just for her position with the show. I feel like starting early on with the bang gives them confidence in her that she does have potential to be that next star. If she had gotten second place this first episode, it would make me question Abby's decision.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. And she really wowed the other moms. Like the other moms were like, wow, Bryn, okay.
Yeah, so, it was good, yeah.
I feel like it could have gone either way. But.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I felt like Bryn was going to give him a run for his money. So, even though he's a boy and he gets, boy points, like, she was right there on top with her technique. Okay, so the group. So BDA did get second place with their waiting room, and the first place goes to the plastic bubble. The girl in the plastic bubble. I really feel like if BDA didn't get points taken off, I feel like they would have won.
I completely agree with you. I felt like their technique was so superior to ALTC's for this competition that it really came down to those extra points that they lost.
I thought so too. I didn't feel like the choreography compared.
I know.
The energy.
I was kind of disappointed. I felt like I loved the bubble, but it was a little, like you said, it was distracting. I don't know if the judges were looking at the other dancers as much.
I felt part of that was because the camera kept focusing on the bubble and JoJo, and you couldn't see. The choreography. That's the way I saw it. I'm like, okay. I had to look to see the other girls, like, but I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't know. All right.
Well, BDA's got a thing going. I mean, they're,
Yeah, so we'll see them back. We'll see Jeanette back in her choreography, and I hope that she just comes with a fresh, new routine next time. Like,
you know, she's less bitter. Just be a little bit.
Yeah, because she's now got this great opportunity. She's over these comments. Like, it's her time to shine. Like, be beautiful and be talented and, just a little bit less bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple notches down, right? Take it down a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of taking it down a couple, real quick, Melissa cries at the end because she knows things are going to change for her and her daughters because, Maddie's, doing movies and such as this. And I was just like, oh boy, you should be happy that you're going to be seeing your little girl on a big screen.
Exactly. They can't be on a competition team forever. Like,
Yeah.
I would be so excited that Maddie's moving on.
Right.
Even though that's her
my child is
home.
making money.
Right.
All this money in dance school. Go get some of it back.
Yeah,
Right.
but isn't that's the goal? To work, do the competitions, and then you move on to professional work. So I get that she was emotional because
I think part of it, isn't it too, just part of it, like and I'm not a mom, Candice, but you are, just the idea, like my 13, we think she's 13 now, my 13-year-old's in New York alone right now, obviously she has some kind of caretaker.
Right.
I don't know if her dad's there with her, but just physically, like, it must be nerve-wracking to not be able to be with your children. Like, or just to,
Yeah. I think it would be. I think it would be really nerve-wracking, but Melissa, this is a different topic, but Melissa has put every blood, gut, tears into her kids. So it's kids. I don't think she has any interests or hobbies herself that make her happy or make her fulfilled. So when her kids are done,
that's a good point,
and they're ready to fly the coop, then she's probably like, well, what the heck? What am I going to do now? And as a mother, you have to be sure that you don't give 100% to your kids all the time, because you have to do you too, because one day they're going to be gone and you have to have something for you, some interest. And she said before, my life is my kids, my life is my kids. And that's somewhat true, but I mean, I don't know. Some people call me a selfish mom, so I don't know.
I think that's a really valid point, and it's an interesting dilemma for a mom.
It is,
isn't it? Yeah,
and it's a dilemma for the child too, because I feel like that would put extra pressure on the child, because they know my dancing is my mom's whole world. I can't mess this up. What if I change my mind and want to do something else?
Or if I lose, my mom loses. If I lose the competition, my mom loses. Yeah, I mean that's where that like super involved stage mother persona comes from at times.
Yeah, that's why I keep the balance. Like my child's my first ministry, but I have like lots of other things that I do, and jobs and auditions and yoga and reading and blogging and videos. And
you teach yoga, don't you?
Yes.
Candice teaches yoga.
I do teach yoga.
She's gonna do a down dog for us this season.
Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, but before we get into news and gossip, I just quickly ignored that. I really got upset about Abby's comment about that she had shekels around her ankles and now she's paying the consequences. So was she saying that the ALDC girls are like shekels for her?
I didn't think so.
I thought she was talking about her little situation.
Financial problems.
Right. But
legal
it
problems.
could be both.
I mean, I didn't, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, as many of you guys know, Abby is under some kind of legal trouble. Financial trouble.
And we saw that in the previews.
Yes, we saw that alluded to on the show. Well, I guess we're going to catch some of it this season. That's what I thought she meant.
Okay.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
I feel like it wasn't very clear though, because
right,
the
it
girls
could have been
so nervous.
They were confused.
Yeah.
They were, and you know what?
I was confused.
You know what, ladies? That's a great thing about being a host, is because it's all about our opinions. That's fantastic. Yeah. So when y'all are commenting, just so you know, that's our job, to have opinions and see things differently.
Oh, and speaking of that, since we have these two new fabulous hosts, we love to get feedback from everybody. And just so you know, we have like a drama-free zone, right, Candice?
Yeah.
Like, we want everyone to just discuss their opinions about the show,
Right.
but not to attack each other.
Yeah.
That's how we're doing
Perfect.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
We are going to come here and bring you the show with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement, and our opinions. And our leg extensions. All right. Do we have anything else left for this episode? Because we need to get into news and gossip.
I think that's it.
Okay. News and gossip.
AFTERBUZZ TV News.
And our little gossip girl with that
Gossip
sweater.
girl.
She's the
She's
feisty
got it
gossip
today.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay, guys, we've got some news and gossip. Viv's going to help me today.
Oh, yay.
All right, well, I thought it would be fitting to start off to talk about the Queen Bee, Miss Abby Lee, who spent the holidays vacationing, as all the girls did, really took some time off, but Miss Abby was in Miami.
Ooh,
and I believe she was
nice.
hosted by the Lowe's Beach Hotel.
Oh.
So she was posting pictures, and they were very fancy, and she said she had a great time, so that was neat. And then we have a really cute photo that she posted on her Instagram of the girls outside the Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, cute.
The whole cast. I don't know if you guys
that's
saw it. The girls are all jumping up in the air. It was the cutest photo. I thought it was such a great way to kick off the season. It was really fun. And you may have seen on Miss Abby's Twitter feed last night that she posted this tweet, which I can't read because I can't see the screen. Marissa, can you read the tweet for us?
Well, the tweet says, well, that's a wrap. Trust me, this season there will be off-the-charts drama. Are you ready? Hashtag Dance Moms fans.
So she said, yes, last night after the show, she said there's going to be lots of drama, and that should surprise nobody. Yes. And it sounds, though, that she has some big plans for 2016. Also on Abby's Twitter feed yesterday, she had an announcement about Abby's International Dad's Adventure. I don't know if you guys saw this. It doesn't explain it, but it looks like there's going to be some sort of international tour coming up this year.
All right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Multiple cities all over the world. And it was hashtag Abby's International Dance Adventure. And then let's talk about our new girl, Bryn Rick. She's so fun to follow online. Her mom is on Instagram as well, and she has a really cute YouTube page if you guys aren't following it already. And we have a great picture of her. She posted on her Segway.
Cute.
She is on that Segway all the time.
Cute.
Yes, very cute.
All right.
And we know her. Bryn has come along because she's filling in for Maddie, and we mentioned the movie tonight. The movie she was filming is called The Book of Henry. Ooh. She's acting alongside Naomi Watts.
Oh, wow.
And we have a picture of her
yours.
and Naomi. And the film is due to come out this year, 2016. That's it for news and gossip.
All right.
That's
Well,
awesome.
thank you, JJ and Vivian, for heading up that gossip. We appreciate it.
Vivian, do you have any news?
My news is that it is still January 6th. We are still your Dance Moms panel, and you're going to come back every week and watch us.
Yes.
Every week.
Did we have any predictions for next week?
And now, your AFTERBUZZ
I just love
TV.
that thing. I saw on my predictions something about Debbie Allen wanting to work with the girls.
Right.
Yes.
So Debbie Allen is a huge choreographer here in Los Angeles. I have some friends that have worked with her, and they have toured with Mariah Carey, with Neo. They've been to Dubai, and they've performed in like all of the huge awards shows. So this woman knows her stuff, and it showed a little clip of her dancers, and I was like, woo!
Yeah.
You know?
She's amazing.
The girls need to get some of that type of choreography because that's what's out here. It is Debbie Allen. So I'm not sure how that's going to go down next week, and then something about Abby needing to be in jail for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
This is going to be really exciting. Debbie Allen does not strike me as a person who would play along with drama on the show.
Not at all.
I used to work with Debbie Allen once. We both went to Howard University. She is a trustee member at the university still, and she is a queen. And you will not disrespect anything in her kingdom. So Abby better be prepared if Debbie expresses any interest in any of her dancers. Because you don't mess around with Miss Allen.
Wow, all right. You said it like a true AFTERBUZZer there, Vivian. I like it.
Got her up for my school and the queen.
Yeah, all right, ladies, let's wrap this up. Where can they find you, Vivian?
So guys, you can always find me at Vivaciously Viv on Twitter and Instagram, vivaciouslyvivian.com, and of course, check out my YouTube page.
Thank you, Vivaciously Viv. Guys, please reach out to me on Instagram and Twitter at JJ Snyder. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much. You can find me at Miaira Jennings on Twitter and Instagram. Can't wait to connect.
And you can follow me on my YouTube at New Mom, New Wife, New Life, or tweet me at Candice_Camacho. Thanks again for tuning in with us, and we'll see you next week. Woo!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AFTERBUZZ TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AFTERBUZZTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AFTERBUZZ TV or its owners or principals.